Okay, so you should have your sheets explaining to you what exercise you're going to be doing, and what an ideal thing is to do is print the pictures out of it, put them in order so you don't get confused where you're up to in the circuit. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run through all the exercises, show you how to execute them right, and then during your exercise while you're doing it, I'll be there every now and then redoing it just to make sure you're more confident, and I'll be counting you in. So now what we're going to start with is a jumping squat. So I'll go ahead and check. Right, okay, so what's important as always is you need to roll those shoulders back to a comfortable position. Now you want to engage the core, and there's several ways people have described it. Someone said a string from outside pulls back, or you imagine a magnet there and your stomach's pulling it like that, and you've engaged the core, chin's up and you're breathing. Now in the squat, I always imagine that it's a chopping motion, so it's always prone to stick your arm out on the beginning. Now to get the right feet width apart, you can say go with the shoulders. Another way is to crouch down yourself as so, and wherever you feel comfortable, that's roughly where your feet should be. So I'm comfortable here, I'd stand up here. Okay, so we go back in squat position, roll the shoulders, engage the core, and what you want to do is you want to put a lot of weight in the heels, not in the toes as you go down, or it'll open the kneecap, and that's not good, that can cause injury. Okay, so chest back, engage core, and make sure your knees never go over your toes. You should always be able to see your knees. Right, okay, so you're going to go down, and then jump, down, jump. Now when you're landing on your feet, you want to make sure you're going into your toe and then foot. Toe and then foot, keep safe, so do it again. Before, so slowing down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And that is your jumping squat. Now next it's going to be your plank with touching shoulders. Now this will be good for your core as well as your shoulders. Okay, and you got to remember throughout this exercise, engage that core. Okay, so show you from the side first, move around and see how it goes. Right, so you get into a push-up position, your feet near together. You want to make sure your bum's not too high, not too low, just a nice straight line. Okay, and that's one side. So what you're going to do, you're going to be in that position, engage the core, touch your shoulder, 1, 2, 3, down, touch shoulder, 1, 2, 3, down. Now you will be looking at the floor, I'm just looking up to see you on the camera. And that is your plank. Now next movement going to be going into is the shoulder stabilisation. I'm going to move the camera down just so you can see me a bit easier. Okay, now this is a fun one. I've just learned it myself, but you're going to be making letter shapes with your body, which is always fun, except for in the YMCA. So what we're going to do is this is going to work on the shoulders, okay? What we're going to do is going to lay flat. This is the main part you need to, don't worry about my legs. You get your arms out, laying flat. What you're going to do, you've got I, Y, T, W now. Now it's important, I don't want you to raise your lower back. This is all about raising the shoulders, okay? So what you're going to do, you're going to do an I, which is just raising the shoulders up. 3 to 4 seconds, lower it back down to starting position. And from the starting position, you're going to raise up and do a Y, okay? And you hold that for 3 to 4 seconds, back to the position and down. You're going to go up to a T, which is out, raise 3 to 4 seconds, then back and down. You're going to do a W, which is bending the elbows in, see, bending the elbows in, make a W, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, and then an O. So I'm going to raise them up, bring the back over my back, raising my shoulders, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll go over that one more time with you. Okay, so you're down, raise your shoulders to I, and you're down, raise your shoulders to Y, back, down, raise your shoulders to T, down, bring your elbows back to make a W, and back down, and then your arms back, shoulders up a bit to make an O. Okay. Now the next thing I'm going to be doing is lunges. I'll move the camera back up.